It is a beautiful morning. It's probably about, looks to be about 10 o'clock. And as you can see, a lot of sunlight. The problem is that sunlight is not hitting these panels. That is the one disadvantage to having solar energy in an apartment complex. You can see here what my limitations are. Now, even though I'm not getting direct sunlight, I'm still generating just a little over an amp DC of electricity. Now, if I was generating just an amp all day long, this wouldn't be very practical. But as soon as the sun reaches over that overhang there, I'll be generating the full output of these two panels. Since they're wired in parallel, 12 volts, even if one panel is getting the full sun and the other one is not, they're adding together amperage. Okay. But anyway, I wanted to address the impracticalities of going solar in my situation. From about 1:30 p.m. or so, I can start seeing the sun come over. And this is in the summertime. Here it is July. In the wintertime, the sun is actually going to be off in this direction here. So it's going to take it a little bit longer for it to crest over. Plus, it's going to set a lot quicker than it would in the summertime. So this is a disadvantage that needs to be addressed, because I was getting some comments about what kind of electricity I was actually generating throughout the day. If I had these on a roof, it'd be a lot better. As you can see, the building across there, they're getting full sun. They're getting the full easterly sun. They're on the roof. If the panels were on the roof, they'd be perfect right there. And if, look at that, hair on. Anyway, cool. If I had panels out in the yard, let's say, down here, and I had a solar tracker, then they would be getting the full sun right now. But unfortunately, I cannot do that. I just cannot. Okay, so this is what I have to deal with. But this is fine, because I still generate a reasonable amount of electricity in the afternoon and evening, and I can move this to a house, put it on the roof, put it out in the yard, whatever I want to do. So this is just kind of a start of a bigger picture here, okay? So I want to address anyone who might be thinking that this is pointless, because I'm still saving money on my electric bill. Plus, these two panels, I can expand these into 4, 8, 10, 12 if I wanted to. I plan on putting one in the window. I plan on putting one in each of our windows, our bedroom windows. So yeah, I mean, it can be expanded. And you know, if you're thinking about doing something like this, don't be discouraged. Don't let people discourage you and say that well, it's stupid to go with this idea, that you're not going to generate enough electricity. If you're planning on living in an apartment all your life, then yeah, it probably wouldn't be as practical as you might hope. But if you're planning on getting a house and you want to get into solar energy, this is a good start. And all the equipment that I have can be transferred into a house. So we are planning on getting a house soon, so this will be perfect. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of address that. Let's see what I'm putting out, actually. Let's see what my output is. I do have a draw on the system. Right now, I have a draw. Well, it says 0 because the draw is minor. My computer is in sleep mode right now, but there is a slight draw on the system, so you can see the voltage is fluctuating a little bit, not that much, but it's hard to see. But I'm not in direct sunlight. See if I can focus in on this. There we go. I'm not in direct sunlight, but as you can see there, I'm generating almost an amp and a half. It's just over an amp of electricity, DC 12 volts. So even with the fact that these panels are not actually in direct sunlight, I'm still generating electricity. I'm still charging my battery. It's not as much as, say, you know, it would be if it's under full sun, but it's still something, you know. And so it's not practical, but it still does the job. So anyway, I mean, that's basically what I wanted to kind of address, is that this is not the most ideal location for solar energy, but it can be worked, okay? And it does produce electricity, especially when the sun hits these. So hopefully that answers some questions.